right, Byron. Well, you know, Queens is considered to be one of the city's most diverse boroughs, but it wasn't always like that. Yeah, a PBS documentary that aired over 40 years ago is currently trending on social media after being rediscovered by Hunter College grad student Sola Olasunde. And Sola's joining us this morning. Sola, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, this documentary first aired in 1976. How did you come across it? What were you doing when you were, when you came across it?
Basically, I was just looking for historical footage to post on social media, on Twitter, and I came across the full-length documentary. I watched the whole thing, and I just tried to find, a few clips to illustrate the tension that was going on in Rosedale at the time.
What was your first reaction after you had watched it all the way through?
I was surprised that there was actual footage of something that that serious. I knew that there was tension going on during those times for Black people moving into residential neighborhoods like Rosedale, like Canarsie, but it was very surprising to actually see footage of like overt racism taking place during that time.
Yeah, why did you take it to social media? What was your intention there?
My intention on social media, just in general, is to teach people about New York City history. So I thought that was just a great way of teaching people about what was going on in Rosedale at the time.
Yeah. Now, tell me about the response that you got when you posted it. Again, this is 40 years later, and many people who are on social media probably are not even familiar with that particular story or that particular time.
Yeah, of course. I didn't expect it to get a lot of attention, as much attention as it did, but a lot of people were surprised that that was going on at the time. People were surprised that, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
But overall, everyone pretty much learned something. So I was glad that it got enough attention to the point where everyone is talking about it.
Yeah, well, a lot of people probably don't know that that home was actually firebombed.
Yeah.
And 3 men who were charged by the federal government in that firebombing actually were acquitted not too long after that. So again, here we go talking about justice, social justice, and everything. Have you visited that Queens neighborhood since you watched this documentary?
Not since I've watched it, but I've been there a few times. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, well, it's a lot different than it was.
Yeah, very different.
Yeah, more diverse.
Yeah, a lot more diverse. It's a lot more Black. It's majority West Indian. It's a very quiet, middle-class neighborhood.
Now, you got some response from an actor in this. Tell me about that.
A response from an actor?
Yeah.
Which one?
Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how, yeah, I did. I've gotten responses from a few people. I wasn't...
Even Tom Arnold.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure about who actually seen it, because it was all over, so I wasn't sure about the reach it got, but it's to the point where, yeah, a lot of people seen it. People
all right, well, very quickly, you're an urban planning student, right? How do you think this is going to help your work?
It helps because you should know the history of neighborhoods if you're going to work in them.
Sure.
So it helps just in that sense, being informed.
Well, Sola, thanks for bringing that back to our attention. We appreciate it. Sola Olasunde, thanks. Pix 11's James Ford went back to Rosedale, Queens, and actually tracked down the homeowner there, Glenda Spencer, and you can watch his interview with her tonight on the Pix 11 News at 10. Betty?
All right, thank you, Craig. So, working to close the wage gap between men and women. We're going to be talking about that coming up. Stay right with us.